So I just want to take you through a few bits and pieces here. I've got this global main to show you that that's how you can just include another layout. So you can have all your layouts running off one sheet if you want, and you can do that just by right-clicking and then doing include event sheet. And this will then link all your event sheets together, so you can have a whole bunch of layouts on one event sheet if you really want, which can be really handy, which would make this redundant, having to have different bits of code in here. So I wouldn't have had to do this twice if I'd just used the include layout. Anyway, that's there just for your information. What we're going to do next is we're going to look at scoring and timing, because the whole point of this game is you have a limited amount of time. So we're going to use a thing called delta time or game time to use the system to count down, and it's going to count down time from our minutes global variable. So I'm going to make a new group, and I'm going to call this score and time. Okay, there's two. I've kept these separately. You wouldn't have to normally keep these separately, but I think for clarity it's quite good to have these two separated. So the first thing is I'm going to add an event, and I'm going to do an every tick. So system every tick, and of course we know that every tick is every time it reads its own code. Every time it starts at the top and reads through. This is why it's quite good to have your starting stuff at the top here. So every time it reads through our through the system here, it's gonna. I wanted to keep a record of the number of fish that we've caught. I know the text is called bunny catch. It's because I've changed it, but so in fact I might change that. So let's go and find bunny catch in here up the top. I'm going to change this to fish catch. Hopefully one day I'm going to really muck things up, but so here we go, and I'm going to go to fish catch, and we're going to set the text. And we're going to use that useful thing, which is fish, and then a space after fish, otherwise the text always looks a bit lumped up, and bunny hit. We'll change that to fish hit as well. Oh, it's actually fish hit now, isn't it? Yes, sorry. Fish. So that's saying how many number of fish are there, and it's going to respond to that and set that in the text. And remember, right at the start we set the positioning of the text. So fish and the number of fish caught. It's going to check that every tick. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a countdown timer. So again, I'm going to go system every tick, and I'm going to subtract delta time or game time from my minutes here. So I'm going to do system subtract from mins and delta time. DT time. Okay, so we're subtracting time every second from every minute of there, and then we're going to sort out the text and give us a countdown. So we need to add a little bit of extra code to that. So I've got timer text and I'm going to set text. And what I'm going to do here is type in new line, symbol for and, floor, the base, open and close brackets, mins, which is our minutes, space, divided by, whoops, put it in the wrong place, space, divided by 60, percent 60, and then and, going to put our little, going to add a, whoops, add a space before it. And floor mins percent of 60, close brackets. Copy the code, copy what I've done, because some people will get this and some people won't. So essentially all we're doing is we're dividing it by 60 to make sure that we're getting it to count down 1 second per one value in the number of minutes. Okay. So let's check this out. So here we have countdown. The number of fish is 0. And we've got text. Now hopefully, whoop, missed that leaf. So we get the key. We get extra time. And it's telling us which gates are open. In this case it's the garden gate. And as we go through, let's actually go back and let's have a drink of cocoa and see how we get time-wise. Yeah, see, we're getting extra time. So it means you can stop off and refuel your time if you want. And you can have a wander around. I think when you're doing games like this, you need quite a lot of things to keep people amused, quite a lot of graphics. And it'd be nice to have a few animations or a trickling waterfall or something. It's more about sort of restful contemplation. Okay, good.